Minasan, konnichiwa. Welcome everybody. Let's learn one more verb in Japanese. So this verb is the verb kariru, and it means to borrow or to rent something. Okay, it's a regular verb, which means it's easier for us to change it into the four different main forms that we have when we create sentences. Okay, so let's have a look at the first one. The first form is the dictionary form, which is kariru, the same one. Okay, so kariru, and the kanji is ka, and then it's going to be followed by the two here again as riru. Okay, so the sentence here is ani kara kagi o kariru. Ani kara kagi o kariru. Ani kara kagi o kariru. Okay, so ani means older brother. If you want to refer to your younger brother, is ototo. Okay, it's two different words. And kara means from in this case. Okay, so it's like from. We use it from who in this case, but it could be like from where, from from a place or something. Kagi means key. Okay, so in this case you don't have your keys, so you need to borrow them from somebody else, in this case your older brother. And kariru. Okay, so I'm gonna borrow, or I'm borrowing the keys from my brother. Basically, this is the meaning of the sentence. Okay, ani kara kagi o kariru. Next one is our masuke. So we're gonna just swap the ru for masu, and it becomes karimasu. Okay, the sentence here is kaisha no pasokon wo karimasu. Kaisha no pasokon wo karimasu. Kaisha no pasokon wo karimasu. Kaisha means company or the corporation that you work for. Okay. No here means that belongs to. Okay, so in this case we are referring to something that belongs to your company, to your place of work. Okay, pasokon means computer. It's actually a very funny word because it's created. It's a word created from two different words: personal computer, ne personal computer. So they basically they took the first two katakanas from personal and the first two from computer and put them together and became pasokon, meaning computer or personal computer. Okay, you could say computer as well, but nobody says. So basically, it's pasokon, the word to refer to computers in Japan. So you are gonna borrow, or you are currently borrowing a computer from your company, or using a computer from your company. That's what you are saying here. Kaisha no pasokon wo karimasu. So for example, we're gonna have a presentation. We need to work on it as a group, and you are asked, so how are you gonna work on the presentation? And you say, well, I don't have a computer at home right now, with the software that I need. So I'm gonna just borrow the computer from the company that already has that software in it. That kind of situation would be perfect to use this sentence here. Okay. Okay, so moving on. Next one is our negative form. So we just gonna change ru for nai. So it's gonna be karinai. Karinai is our negative form. And the sentence here is shiranai hito kara okane o karinai hou ga ii. Shiranai hito kara okane o karinai hou ga ii. Shiranai hito kara okane o karinai hou ga ii. Okay, so here we are using that sentence structure nai hou ga ii which is used when we want to give someone an advice, okay? So in this case, the advice is it's better off not to borrow money, okay? Okane is money. So it's better not to borrow money from who? From shiranai hito, people that you don't know, okay? People that you don't know, shiranai hito, okay? Shiranai hito kara okane o karinai hou ga ii. Now, when we say shiranai hito in Japanese, of course, the translation is like from someone that you don't know, right? But remember that in Japan, if you haven't been to Japan, you probably already heard that there's the hierarchy in Japan is pretty strong, and we do keep a very kind of we call it in and out, group. So people that are in your circle is the people close to you. People that are out are not so close, which is also why we have to learn the masu. In other words, if you talk to someone not in a polite way, that's considered rude, right? So what I want to say is that shiranai hito doesn't necessarily mean someone that you completely don't know, because of course you wouldn't just approach someone that you never talked to and ask them for money, right? But in this case implies someone that you do know, of course, but you're not close to, okay? You're not at least close enough to ask money, to borrow money from. So this is what the meaning here is, shiranai hito. So we could translate from someone that you don't know very well, or someone that you're not very close to, that would be a proper translation. Okay? Shiranai hito kara okane o karinai hou ga ii desu. Ne? Karinai hou ga ii. Good. And last one is karite, is our imperative form, and you just swap the ru for te, so karite, karite, okay? And here the sentence is kore karite mo ii desu ka? Kore karite mo ii desu ka? Kore karite mo ii desu ka? Okay, so we are using another sentence structure, which is te mo ii desu ka, the imperative form plus mo ii desu ka, ne? Or if you're close and friendly enough, you would say karite mo ii, ne? And you are asking for permission for what? To borrow or to rent something. In this case, kore, which is something that you are grabbing or you're showing them or you're pointing at. So it depends on the situation, but the other person can see what you are referring to here. Okay, so kore karite mo ii desu ka? So you could be holding it while you are asking for permission to rent it or to borrow it. It could be the computer that we mentioned before, right? Let's say before you take it from your company, you're asking your supervisor, for example, can I borrow the computer? I need to make the presentation. So kore karite mo ii desu ka? Okay, and that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this lesson, and I'll see you on the next one. それではまた。バイバイ。